There once was a boy named Luca, born with knees so hyperextended they could slice the wind.
Hi, I'm Luca.
Some said he was blessed.
You are blessed.
Most teachers said he was a safety hazard.
You're a safety hazard.
He looked like the human version of a bow. The knees drifted behind him like they had somewhere more important to be. And he danced like someone whose ligaments were writing checks his muscles could not cash. And yet, he dreamed. He wanted to dance with balance, with strength, with control.
Oh, how I wish I could dance with balance, strength, and control.
Not just bendy magic.
This bendy magic just isn't working for me.
But the world did not understand. Luca auditioned for school after school. Every time he plied, the teachers winced. Every time he stood in first position, someone said,
Sweetheart, it looks like your knees are trying to exit the chat.
He was banned from 5 academies by the age of 12. Too unstable, too risky, too dangerous for insurance. One school made his mother sign a waiver labeled liability clause, knees that bend the wrong way.
Banished, unless you sign our liability waiver.
So Luca trained alone in an alley beside an old theater. His turnout was fighting him. His lines were gorgeous but uncontrollable. He felt like a Ferrari with bicycle brakes. And then, one evening, while he was practicing tendus in the dark, a man appeared. The stranger was old. Not old in an ancient master way, old in a has definitely seen some things in a professional ballet company way. Wrinkled, tired, and possibly powered entirely by coffee. He watched Luca struggle. He watched his knees buckle. He watched the pelvis sway like a wind chime during a storm. Then he stepped forward. You, he said, you must seek the one known as Athletistry. A pause. Only he knows the way of the straightened knee. Luca blinked. The way of what? The way of the straightened knee, the stranger repeated.
The path that teaches dancers with hyperextension to stand strong, turn out safely, and stop collapsing like a folding chair.
Before Luca could ask more, the stranger vanished into the darkness, probably to find more coffee. And so the quest began. Luca traveled through cities, studios, and suspiciously overpriced Pilates centers. Along the way, he encountered 3 characters, each demanding much gold in exchange for a single clue. Enter the queen of unnecessary stretching. This woman stretched everything. She had never met a ligament she didn't want to lengthen further. What troubles you, child? She asked. My knees bent too far back. She gasped. Wonderful!
Wonderful!
And immediately tried to push him into an oversplit. No, Luca cried. I need strength. She paused, disappointed. Then she whispered the first clue. Seek the muscle that holds the inner line, the one that hugs the leg like a loyal friend. Luca realized she meant the adductors, the inner thigh muscles that stabilize the femur and prevent the knee from collapsing behind him. He bowed, left, and vowed never to enter another stretching class unprepared.
I vow never to go to a stretch class unprepared again.
The merchant of false turnout. This man sold turnout. Literally. Boxes labeled 180 degrees guaranteed. All nonsense. He inspected Luca's knees.
Your knees need some help, friend. Over-rotated tibias, weak external rotators, classic case. You need.
He offered a miracle product. Turnout powder. Which was actually just glitter. Luca refused.
But that's just glitter.
The merchant grinned. You are wise.
You are wise. Take this clue, but only for 20 gold. I have much gold. That is much gold.
Luca paid. The merchant leaned in. Turnout comes from the hip, not the knee.
Follow the line of your leg, outward and upward. Strengthen what rotates the hip, and the knee will follow.
He meant the deep lateral rotators. Gemellus, piriformis, obturator, the whole squad.
I mean the deep lateral rotators, the gemellus, the piriformis, the obturator, the whole squad.
Luca continued his quest. with less glitter. The Night of Wobbly Landings. A retired dancer, built like a refrigerator, landed like a ghost.
The night of unstable landings.
He watched Luca attempt a jeté. It ended like a newborn giraffe meeting gravity for the first time. The knight nodded.
I see your issue. Your quads and hamstrings are enemies. They must become allies. Two forces working together to hold the knee in extension. Not locked, but alive. Please, sir, tell me more. I have a clue for you. But first, I need much gold. I will give you much gold.
Lucas sighed and paid, and received the final clue.
To find the way, seek the teacher who trains stability before flexibility. The one whose cap is always backwards.
Chapter 4. Master of the Straightened Knee. After a long journey, Luca reached an isolated studio. Empty, quiet. Only the sound of someone sipping coffee inside. He entered. There stood a man, cap backwards, arms crossed. Vibe, equal parts ballet coach, strength trainer, and slightly unhinged philosopher. You must be Athletistry, Luca said. The man nodded. I have been expecting you. Athletistry taught him what no school ever had. The adductor path, how to pull up the inner thigh, how to stabilize turnout from the femur, how adductors prevent the knees from snapping back like a mousetrap.
I have taken my journey on the adductor.
The spiral of turnout. Not forcing the knee, not torquing the tibia, but spiraling from the hip socket, femur rotating outward with control.
Spiral of turnout has become me.
The holy union. Quadriceps lifting the knee, hamstrings anchoring the joint. Two opposites working together to create true extension. Not locked, not soft. Stable.
I have mastered the holy union of the hamstring.
Proprioception training. Balance drills, footwork, standing in center without looking like the floor is lava, teaching the brain where straight actually is. And slowly, Luca changed. His balance improved, his landing stabilized. His lines looked just as beautiful, but now with power behind them. He no longer collapsed into hyperextension, he used it, controlled it, mastered it. He found freedom, he found strength, he found artistry without sacrificing his anatomy. And Athletistry, watching him, simply nodded. You have learned the way of the straightened knee. Now go, dance with strength, and remember to practice for many years. The end, or maybe the beginning.
I will practice for many years.